a dirt road in Saratoga. There's a mysterious light. And we think it's time to investigate. Why don't we interview some people that have been there?
Hey, so tell me about your experience on Bragg Road.
Well, we got there and we drove down the road. Not much was happening. Didn't see anything really, except a couple cars. And got to the end and turned around. We were probably halfway back, and we saw something. There was somebody parked on the side of the road, and they were watching. And we looked down, and there's this little light. And it kind of looked like it was floating, so we sat there and watched it. Well, it got bigger, and it started growing. Then it changed colors. Got like a LED color, and it got real big, and then it kind of just sucked back into itself and disappeared. That was it. We knew it wasn't a car because after that a car came down the road and it looked completely different. So
yeah, but it looked like it was like following you the whole time.
Time for our interview with April. Tyler told us that you've been to Bragg Road.
I have. It was a few years. I mean, I was probably like 18. It was a few years ago, and we were driving and it was super dark. Like, you're not supposed to turn your headlights on there. So we're driving and I was like looking forward and it was just pitch black. And then all of a sudden there was this light and it was super far away. And then it like was right in my face and I couldn't see anything except that light. And then it just vanished. So I don't know what it was. Possibly headlights, but I don't know how it could just blind me from being so far away, you know? So I don't know what it was. It was really weird, and I want to go back soon. Look some more.
Yeah, but we're gonna go tonight.
Y'all are? Ooh, that'd be so fun.
We watched a few videos and it was just cars coming towards it. But
Yeah.
it was blinking.
Really?
So,
The light?
Yeah, it was just blinking.
I've seen some like interviews about it and people like going and looking, and the lights that other people see isn't like what I saw.
So it was blinding.
Yeah, like it was all I could see. It was weird. Like, I don't know. And there wasn't a car close to us. I don't know.
Now that we've interviewed Tyler and April, I say it's time to interview my papa. I've heard he has a cool story about it. What was your experience at Bragg Road, Papa?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you all about it because it was an experience that I've never forgotten. It's been 52 years ago this happened. The Bragg Road, Ghost Road's what they call it, runs between, about halfway between Honey Island and Thicket. There's a road that cuts through to Saratoga. It's straight as an arrow. I mean straight. Well, for years people went down there and claimed they saw lights, and they said that there was a railroad worker. There's a railroad track right there and an old hotel. Been there for years.
Bragg Hotel.
The Bragg Hotel. And they said that this man got his head cut off, up and run over by a train, and he had a lantern, and that was him walking around hunting his head. The old hotel was supposedly haunted. People that stayed in it didn't stay in it all night. There was too many things that went on in it. I never went in the hotel, but I saw it many times. Yeah. I made many trips over to the Bragg light as a teenager. We would go over there, just, see if we could see the light. And we saw things over there, but a lot of them said it was headlights because the road was so straight, and if somebody went by at a certain angle on the other end, that those lights would make funny images on the road.
Yeah.
And I saw those. But one night in 1967, it was in the summer, me, Larry McLaughlin, Cecil Nichols, and Pee Wee McLaughlin went over there to see the light. Because we'd been over there lots of times before. And we drove down the road a ways and just stopped, parked the car, turned the lights out, and there was another car about 30 or 40 yards from ours. Well, we were sitting there and we were talking and everything, and I looked over to my left, and I remember it plain as day, and there was a big globe of light, white light, big around as 2 beach balls. It was big, and it wasn't coming down the road, it was coming through the trees. And it was the most eerie thing I've ever seen in my life. It wasn't just coming straight, it was moving up and down. We saw it out in the woods pretty good ways. But when we saw that thing, nobody said a word. Complete silence. It was a strange sight. And I'd never seen anything like that before in my life. And so it kept coming through the woods. It was coming straight towards us. Nobody said a word. I mean, we were absolutely shocked, to tell you the truth. And so then that thing veered to the left. When it got out in the road, it came out on the road not very far from us, but then it went down the road and it rose up and it got right over that car, right over the top of it. Well, then it started coming down and coming down towards that car. And you know what happened?
What happened?
The guy in the front seat took his cigarette lighter and was going to light it. He was scared. He was shaking. He was going to light a cigarette, and when he flicked that lighter and that light came on that lighter, that thing, poof, disappeared. Just that quick.
That's interesting.
Disappeared. And I never saw it again like that. Went over there many times. Me and Mama went. But that's the one time that I know that it was something that wasn't a headlight. Wasn't anybody playing a trick. It was too big and moving around too much and got too close to us. Yeah. What it was, I don't know. I don't think it was a man hunting his head. I don't think that. But I can't explain it. But I know what I saw. Yeah. And as Lord is my witness, that's exactly what I saw. And those other guys saw the same thing. We talked about it many times after that. We went over it many times, but we never had that type of experience with it again. And that's my story of the Bragg light.
That's really interesting. Well, thank you, Papa.
Well, you're quite welcome. Any more questions?
No, sir.
I'm full of answers.
So we talked to Tyler.
And we talked to April. We talked to Papa.
Let me show you the footage of us at Bragg Light Road.
So we went to Bragg Light Road. We definitely didn't see anything, but it was really fun just to explore and go. So I definitely recommend you go. Looking for the light.
This is an exceedingly straight road.
Yeah, that's what
we saw that reflector from a long way back.
That's what Papa was saying. He said it was straight as an arrow.
Had to be if you want to see that reflector from way back there.
Yeah.
The car behind us has disappeared.
I think that I hope that the Bragg Light Road is always a mystery.
Yeah.
I mean, the people that were interviewed, it seemed like they definitely saw something.
But what is that something?
Exactly.
Well, we haven't seen anything.